Hey out there, Bob and Lou, Two Old Guys Garage. Today is the 29th of June 2025. This is part 61, segment 2 of the electric air conditioning to the Anglia. What we did earlier today is we took all the AC hoses, which are 3 different types, number 6, number 8, and number 10, laid them all out on the ground there, and looked at what we're going to have to do to change the hoses. Obviously cut them in length because they're pretty goddamn long. But what we're going to do is we're going to shorten the hoses, and we're going to run them through a 2-hose bulkhead fitting, which will be the number 6 and the number 10.
Right.
6 and 10. Again, from the last video, Lou is making a bracket to put the compressor here, which is plenty of room.
Yeah, got it started. There's the plate.
Already got the plate bottom.
And then this here is going to be the bottom, which will go on there like these. Then I'll put a gusset in here.
Oh.
Yeah, so that'll do.
It'll do it.
Yeah.
So what we did when we laid the hoses out is figure out where we're going to cut them and what replacement fittings on the end of the hoses we're going to need. And you can see those marks there. That approximates, or it references where the bulkhead fitting. So there's a number 10 and a number 6. And we're going to need, on the outside firewall, we're going to need 2 90-degree connectors. And on the inside, we're going to need 2 90 connectors. And when we get to the inside unit, this guy right here, we're going to need a 90 connector for here. And we're going to move this up. And this will be a straight connector. And when there's 2 hoses, there'll be 2 90s that go to the inside part of the bulkhead. So we got that all done. We just finished ordering all the stuff. And we also need, can't even remember why, but we need some ferrules, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was it here. We need 3 number 10 90s, 2 number 6 90s, 1 number 6 ferrule, 1 number 10 ferrule. These are coming from Amazon, and these are coming from somebody in eBay. Anyway, that was a pain in the ass, but that's done. So, that's about it. This is a little shorty, but I just wanted to get it in the can and get it ready. I did publish the first one yesterday, part 61. Anyway, that's it. Huh?
Yeah, get that one plate. What I did here, to figure out the transfer where the holes are at, I made these studs. I put bolts in there, and I sharpened the ends of the bolts so I can lay my plate on there and get it transferred where the bolt holes got to go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that does the trick.
They'll put them exact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not too bad. When are you going to pull the grill off?
Well, I'm going to get this made first, get that all welded and get all that made. And then once I get that done, then I'll go ahead and pull the grill out and start mounting all that stuff on there. And then probably build the brackets for the inner. You know, one thing at a time. Then once I get all the pieces mounted, then we can start cutting the hoses and, you know, and by then I'll have all the fittings here.
All right, sounds like a plan. Yeah. Okay, so that should do it for this segment. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Take care out there. Oh, let me see your shirt.
Oh, this is Andy's.
Brazil, San Francisco, right?
No. Andy's out of San Francisco, but his thing was always at usually fairgrounds in Vallejo.
That had to have been big.
Yeah, that was a big turnout.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I sold my car at.
Oh, that's right.
What I did, my 33 I built. I traded it for 32 Vicky. And because the guy that had the Vicky wanted my 33 so bad. He's a good friend of mine. And so I said, okay, I'll trade you. And because I needed the Vicky for more room. And then we went to Andy's. And while I was driving in, I told my daughter, make a sign for sale. And so she made out a sign, and then she kind of just put it on the side of the window. And as I was driving in, a guy stopped me. He says, you selling the car? I said, yeah. You want to buy it? He says, well, how much you want for it? I want $18,500.
Now this was the 33 or the...
The 32 Vicky.
Oh, the Vicky.
The Vicky.
How long did you have the Vicky for?
I had the Vicky about 3 months. And he says, I'll buy it. So I says, well, I got to get in. I'll meet you inside. You'll find me in. So he found me inside. We talked, and he was from Oregon.
Huh.
And the car was registered in Oregon.
Well,
and
that was
the guy I traded it never did transfer it into his name. So it still had the Oregon plates and everything on it.
Oh, great.
And I explained to the guy what happened, how they had Oregon plates. He said, that don't make any difference. And he says, oh, can I give you $6,000 cash right now? And then I'll bring you the rest next week. And I said, yeah, that'd be perfect, because next week is the Rod Run in Pleasanton. And you can pick the car. And I live right there in Livermore, right next to Pleasanton. So he came, and the following week he had the
rest of the money?
the 11th hour, 12,000 cash.
Huh.
So that was good. I got $18,500 for the baby. And it's sold just like that.
Oh yeah, Vicky's kind of
No,
rare.
Vicky's there, and it was a real nice Vicky. It was.
Yeah.
You had a small block in it, and it was well done car. It was all finished car. It was really nice.
Yeah. Well, out there, this has been one of many stories that Lou and I have. What they used to say, this is the city, this is one story. That crime program. Anyway, take care, you all. I'm going to cut this short here.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You guys all have a nice one. Nice 4th of July.
Yeah, happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Nice Vicky.
Hey, it's video time. This is Bob and Lou at the 2 Old Guys Garage. This is part 62 of the Anglia electric AC conversion. This would be, I guess, segment 2. And today is June 30th, 2024. And here's the progress at this point. Lou has completed the fabrication of the bracket and has mounted the electric compressor motor. As you can see, nicely done. Mounted on the 4 rubber pads. Now, that I guess was easy.
That's the easiest part.
The next thing we run into is that the condenser that came with this is this one. And it has to be mounted parallel flow as shown here with these guys on the other side flipped over. However, what else? It doesn't fit. If you viewers have seen our earlier videos, we had a hell of a job getting a radiator, finding a radiator to fit in here because where's the grill? Oh, the Anglia grill tapers so much. It comes down rapidly. It's not that wide, and it's been a problem all along. Like I say, we went through a lot to get a radiator in there that would fit and work. So what happens is that's too wide. So what we've done is we've spent most of the afternoon coming up with an alternate AC condenser that will fit into the radiator. And we think we've found one close enough that we can get it in there. And it's from Amazon. We've got it ordered, and it'll be in maybe tomorrow, whatever. One of the options that we're looking at is that we may try to fit the condenser on the inside of the radiator. A couple options there. We'll know when we get it. And then, of course, the AC receiver dryer is contained within that one, which we can't use, so we now have to mount an external receiver
Right.
driver. And we just found a universal one with clamps and so on. That's been ordered from eBay. So we're working at it, making progress, but nothing seems to ever go smoothly.
Be easy.
Nothing is easy. Anyway, that's where we're at. Oh, Lou, what happened that this got all squished up?
Huh?
Why did this get all squished
Oh,
up?
it's wobbly. What do you expect for anything fucking Chinese made?
Oh, okay, so we'll say is it we did it intentionally so it matches the slope of the hood, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is a shorty. It's getting late in the day. I'm tired of doing research on the computer. And we're about to close this out. Right? Anything else, Lou?
No, that's about it. We just have to wait to get that unit in and see how we mount it.
I guess you could maybe work on the brackets.
Yeah, I could start working on making brackets for that now.
Yeah, shift to this.
Yeah, get that mounted.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Anyway, that's the progress up to today. We'll catch you all later. Again, I don't know if I might publish this. I already got a bunch of minutes from yesterday, so I'll think maybe I'll put it out there.
You gonna put it out?
Yeah, the part 62, just to show you where we're at. Besides, you got to get out the Happy July 4th, right?
Yeah.
So-
We'll be here pretty quick.
All right, we'll catch you all later. Take care, everybody out there, and absolutely have a safe and sane July 4th. Appreciate you all. Take care. Bye-bye.